Hi guys, today I have a game for you played by Daniil Dubov against Sergey Karjakin. This game is known as Daniil Dubov's Immortal. It was played in the 2020 uh, Russian Superfinal. In the last round, Daniil Dubov was playing the white pieces, Sergey Karjakin was playing the black pieces. Sergey needed to win this round to win the tournament, so definitely Daniil Dubov isn't going down with the fight. So Daniel starts off with e4. Sergey plays e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. This is the Jugo piano. Knight c3, knight f6. This is all mainline stuff. Takes, and here b4. So this is new move. Usually not played in the top level. However, it is quite interesting. It's not the Evans gambit yet, but because the pawn is defended by the c3 pawn, but it's a new sort of variation, a very aggressive one. Here Sergey just plays bishop d6. The main line would definitely just be takes and bishop e4, knight f3, takes, and now we have castling, and this is just this is mainline, and yeah, so that queen c2 next, so on. Or another variation quite popular is also the Maxwell variation, and this is, it goes like this. Here you can play bishop d2, and yeah, this is quite popular too. With f6, trying to rupture the structure as soon as possible. So you just, here you can actually just take stakes, and it's not much of an issue. It's a nice position for white nonetheless. However, Daniil Dubov goes for b4, after which he plays e5. Here Karjakin plays knight to e4. Another variation could be d5, after which takes, and bishop queen e2. You can't play queen e7 or knight block with the knight because of the pawn, so bishop e6 is forced, after which b5 is played, attacking the knight, moving it to the side where it's the weakest, and now taking. Here, as you can see in this position, black's got these really strong advanced pawns. White's got this strong pawn, but it's quite weak. It's easily attacked, and it's about to drop now in the next few moves. And black is more developed over here, so he's got all of his pieces out, whereas white is still yet to finish his development. So we can conclude that in this position definitely black is better. However, takes, for example, he's not even in a rush to take. Of course, taking here is not a good move for quite a few reasons, because you allow him to develop his bishop, and now in turn it's also defending the pawn, extreme defense for the pawn, allowing him to castle, bring knight d2, and actually probably end up with a better position. So here just queen d7, the idea is just to castle queenside and finish development, and then probably king side attack after rook takes g7, rook g8, and actually if ever the king castles on the queen side, on the king side. So here Sergey decides to play knight e4 instead, and here Dubov just plays bishop e5, bishop b5 with the most aggressive move, forcing black to take another pawn. So it takes, and now we have this a position where white is very active with the bishop pair, and hoping for a quick attack, trying to keep the king in the center. So here he just plays bishop g5 and castles, trying to generate his attack. And here Sergey plays h6 and castles. Okay, My opinion, probably g5 would have been a better move, and followed by not even c2, maybe even a5, and we have a nice position where at least black's gonna try to gain some attack on the king side. Probably his only play here. However, he decides to castle, which is not the end of the world. It's not a bad move. It's a decent move, but I thought g5 was more appropriate. After that, Sergey just plays rook e1, and queen e8, just getting off of this annoying pin. Bishop d3, don't want to trade when you're down material or a couple pawns. Now a5, and guys, pause the video and try to find Sergey's next move. This is a very strong move, and it wasn't the engine Stockfish couldn't figure this out till I played it. It thinks this position's equal. However, after this move, it's gonna give a very slight advantage for white. So the move is bishop f6. That's a very strong move. This bishop can't be touched. If you take, just take threatening takes or takes depending on circumstances. Let's say if he moves a king, making leeway for the rook, whoever it's taken, then we just take with the rook and follow it up with some nasty ideas such as this and mating ideas. If otherwise, if we just play something at d6, okay, now we just take with the pawn, and now this rook is trapped too, and we're just gonna be a rook up at the end of all of this. So Sergey over here decides to play a4. Dubov plays bishop c4, still keeping it in this strong diagonal. And here knight g6 was played, queen d3, attacking the knight. So if rook a7 is played, we just take the knight, and he can't recapture because that was spin. Now it's even threatening mate, it's just completely lost. We can't take because it's pinned. So yeah. Here another move could have been knight h4, for which takes, and we have a very active position now. Again, if he plays knight g6, we still have the same idea, still threatening mate, no change. However, here he has the opportunity to play knight f5, which is a strong move. It's threatening checkmate right now, and white has to play bishop d3, trying to kick this knight away and, well, take this knight and checkmate. So over here, if something d6 is played, then we can grab the knight, and this would be mate, yeah. So here he would have to play something g6. Yeah, this position is definitely in white's favor. Queen h4 is also right here. Just going for the h6 pawn or something. Yeah. So yeah, this was another idea that could have happened in the game, but instead this was played. D5, en passant, bishop e6, and now captures. Queen takes on on g6. It's a very strong move. Completely a surprise Karjakin. After which he's forced to take because mate is threatened, and now rook takes on c3. Not even he's not in a rush. He just grabs the pawn and wants to slowly play to this position to his advantage. Rook e4 attacking the queen, queen f5, rook e7 again, going after this pawn now. Rook g7, now okay, I'll just take if you're giving me a rook, and now take. So now it's all of a sudden looks like white's is playing on queen egg. He doesn't look that short in material anymore, and he's on the attack, and black is completely on the defensive side here. If there's one person in this world that can actually defend this position, it's definitely Sergey, as he's known for his defensive his defensive brilliance and approach. So over here, queen c2 was played, attacking the f2 pawn. But it's and bishop. It's not a big deal for Sergey. He can lose that pawn and just move his king over. Played h3 in case for Luft for the king in case of any back rank issues. King h7 and now rook e1, trying to connect these rooks, which could be problematic. Here a3 was played, Sergey is trying to create a pass pawn of his own. King h2, just trying to get out of any check ever pending on the the first rank. And now g5, after which Sergey just plays knight d4, trying to bring his knight to f5. And here queen c4 was played and knight f5, and now all of a sudden white's completely dominating here, attacking the g7 pawn 3 times and trying to open up the position. Here Sergey makes a mistake by taking. He should have probably just tried to run away with the king, after which knight takes g7, and this is anyways quite frankly lost. However, after queen takes b4, now it's just the queening is very difficult to stop. And here Sergey plays king to g6, after which Dubov just takes on g7. So here Dubov had 2 moves. Sergey had 2 moves. He could take, or he could take the rook, or he could take the knight. So he decided to take the knight. If he took the rook, it would just have the same effect, just queen, and this is winning. He's rook up, and white's king is, no, black's king is quite unsafe, whereas white's is completely safe. His king is looking very shaky over there. However, after it takes, we see how all of this calculation is very, very accurate. Nearly every move was nearly top move played by Dubov, like top engine moves. So this is very impressive, and Dubov just completely outplayed Sergey in this round. And now we see that, okay, he's forced to give up his bishop, and now it's 2 rooks and a bishop for a queen, and a queen and a pawn. And obviously 2 rooks is already equivalent to a queen and a pawn, so he's just like a bishop up over here. And even worse is that the black king is completely open and very unsafe here, and here it's just game over. Sergey resigned here. A possible continuation could have been if queen takes a2, for example, just mate in 2, rook e5, and rook e wins checkmate. And anyways, this is quite difficult to stop. Rook e5, and for example, if you play something like b5, rook e5 is already a crushing move, and there's nothing that black can do actually, apart from giving up his queen for the rook and bishop, after which, yeah, it's too easy to win this position. There's nothing, you can just collect everything with the rook and promote a pawn and win this game. Shouldn't be too difficult. And yeah, if so, there's nothing, you can't prevent this. And if he doesn't, for example, if he doesn't take and he moves here, okay, this is mate. So hope you guys enjoyed this really wonderful attacking game by Dubov. See you next time.